Thank you Lingoda for sponsoring this video. In this video, I'm gonna try to learn German in 30 hours. Is that even possible? I don't know. German is considered to be one of the most difficult language to learn for Japanese speakers. Last time I really committed to study one subject was when I was studying English back in high school. I remember I was studying English like every minute I had every single day, and that was a really fun experience. It's been 14 years since then, and I'm honestly kind of nervous to do this challenge because I don't know, do I still have the self-discipline to push myself for 30 hours? Can I still memorize words like I used to 14 years later? I want to take this opportunity to prove myself that I can still learn a whole new language no matter the age. I want to experience the pure joy I felt back in high school again. And maybe language learning is gonna be my new hobby. My German level is like almost non-existent. I can say Ich bin Marco. Nice to meet you. I don't know how to say nice to meet you. Sehr gut. What else? Danke. Kein Problem. Kein Problem. Kein Problem. Entschuldigung. I remember that when I went to Germany. Entschuldigung. And I just took an assessment test and there were like 12 questions and I literally only knew like 1 out of the 12. Obviously, I wouldn't be able to speak German fluently in 30 hours, but I'm hoping I'll get to the level where I can have like basic conversation. Maybe I can order stuff at restaurants or cafe and I can have a little bit of a conversation with the barista. As a disclaimer, I am not a language genius, so I might not have a crazy result like those language YouTubers who are really good at learning a new language. But I just want to share my journey with you guys, and I want to see what happens if a normal person like me studies German for 30 hours in just 7 days. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. To be honest, I find learning the alphabet very boring, and learning with the song made the process so much more enjoyable. And it really helped me understand why certain words are pronounced the way they are later in the journey, so I highly recommend you to do this. A, B, Z, X, Y, Z. Okay, I just memorized alphabet, so we're gonna move on. I think I'm gonna start with this video that goes over top 100 words first, and then I'm gonna move on to top 1000 words.
We is translated in German as wir.
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 Wir. Okay, it's been like 23 minutes and I finished like 10 minutes of the video. The video is 45 minutes long. I feel like my brain is already gonna explode.
Formal you. It can be used when you want to show respect or to...
Brother, Bruder. Wir sind Brüder. Okay, I just finished the top 100 most common words video, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit confused. There are like 6-7 different kinds of way to say you. I wouldn't recommend you to jump straight into 1000 common words if you were a complete beginner like me. The material I chose had a lot of grammar related information like informal, casual, gender, grammar rules, and that made me very confused. Also, I was committed to learn every single word in the list, and that ended up making me feel like I'm being forced to do this. Curiosity is one of the most important things in the language learning process, and I completely failed to stay curious. I'm like changing so much in this video, I don't know why. You wanna be comfortable during the class, you know? I have a Lingoda class in like half an hour, so I'm gonna prepare for the class. Sprechen. Speak.
To speak.
Lingoda is an online language school where you can take live online classes 24/7. And it's been working great for me because I live in Japan, so obviously I can't go to a German language school in Germany, and there is no language school available where I live. So I really appreciate their flexibility with time and location. Guten Tag. Good? Yes? One thing I really like about Lingoda is how amazing the teachers are. They are so well prepared and they really make sure that there is no one left behind in the classroom. It almost feels like I'm learning German together with the teacher and classmates as a team. Of course, you can take a class normally, but they have this really cool intensive program called Sprint, where you take 30 or 60 classes in 60 days, which is like every day or every other day. You might think this is a lot, but I actually took 6 classes in 3 days during this challenge, and I actually think 1 lesson per day or every other day is a sweet spot. If you complete a course without missing a single class, you're gonna be able to get 50% cash back. If you're interested, sign up from the link in the description below. They also have a free trial if you're not like 100% committed yet. And of course, I have a discount code for you guys. You can use my discount code MAKOMAY to receive $25 discount. 9 Sophia meet A. Kind problem. I just finished the course. My brain is like frying. But that was so much more practical than just remembering words by myself. That's it for today, and I'm gonna see you tomorrow. For day 2, I didn't really have time to sit down and study, so I just listened to German podcasts whenever I had time. I just got this new book from Amazon today and it looks like it's very helpful and it's something that I'm interested in. Hopefully it's gonna help me with the progress. I tried to study the grammar book, but I just felt so overwhelmed and unmotivated and I just couldn't keep going. I completely ditched my study plan and I'm doing everything that I was told not to do at school. I found this amazing video about this YouTuber learning Norwegian, and this was one of the best things that happened during this journey. She speaks native level Norwegian after studying for 3 years, and one of the first tips she shared was to remember how you as a kid learned your mother tongue. If you think about it, when you're a baby, all you do for the first 1 or 2 years is to just listen, and that's exactly what she did. She was talking about how she memorized this Norwegian song and translated some words that she didn't understand. She was watching shows in Norwegian and everything, and now that I think about it, that's exactly how I learned English. So I tried to find podcasts, YouTube videos, music, whatever kinds of content I actually enjoy in German. I found this amazing German song called Julia and I absolutely love the song. So what I did was to write down the lyrics and I tried to translate by myself. Naturally, I started to have more questions about the grammar, about the order of the sentence. So I basically Googled whatever questions I had. Every time I find words that I recognize, that made me so motivated. I was struggling to find the motivation to keep going, but now it doesn't really feel like studying anymore, which is absolutely amazing. This was the moment where I felt pure joy from learning this language. I didn't feel forced or demotivated anymore, and I genuinely wanted to learn more. And I realized how important it is to find your motivation that can make the whole language journey fun and enjoyable. Now it's 3:30 and from 4 p.m. I have 3 online courses. I don't know if my brain is gonna survive. I looked up some phrases that I thought I might use in classes. For example, I have ich habe eine Frage. I have a question. Kannst du das wiederholen? Can you repeat? I'm gonna review this. Hopefully I can use them in classes today.
Ich komme aus Japan. Ich liebe in Japan.
I ended up coming up with my own rule where I try to use at least 3 new phrases in each class. And this really motivated me to ask more questions and speak more in the classroom. Hi guys, it's day 5. I just finished my first class of the day. I'm gonna have one more later today. And so I basically had like 1, 2, 3, 4 classes within 24 hours. I got so much information and I understood a lot of them, but I realized that like I cannot use them in conversation because I haven't memorized fully. So what I'm gonna do for the next hour or two is to basically review all the things that I learned. I have so many notes. One mistake I made earlier in this journey is that I was trying to memorize all the words that I came across, and that is not realistic. So I think at this like very beginner stage, I think it's very important to prioritize things that you think is important and you want to memorize. Yeah, ich spreche Japanisch und Englisch. My Hobbys sind Kochen und Yoga. Okay, it's been 6 days, so it's time to show you what I got. Ich trinke Kaffee, weil ich müde bin. Hallo, ich heiße Marco. Ich bin 29 Jahre alt. Ich komme aus Japan und ich lebe in Japan. Ich spreche Japanisch, Englisch und ein bisschen Deutsch. Meine Hobbys sind Kochen, Yoga und Surfen. Ich bin kein guter Surfer, aber ich mag es. Ich habe heute Kaffee gemacht und Natto gegessen. Ich liebe Natto, weil ich es lecker finde. Ich lernte Deutsch eine Woche lang und ich möchte weiterhin Deutsch lernen. Okay, that's Alice, and I got a pimple here. I know that probably some of the words I pronounced them wrong, but this is what I got, and I tried my best. So, would I do this challenge again? Probably not. To be honest, studying 30 hours within the last 6 days was so much harder than I expected. It's actually really difficult to find those time. Also, I just didn't have enough time to review and go over what I learned. I do think my language learning journey would have been more efficient and I probably would have learned faster if it was more spread it out. If I were to start learning German from scratch, how would I do this differently? I really wish I started this journey from finding German contents that I really like and just surround myself with German language and culture. Because in the beginning, as I was like going through the list of vocabularies and stuff, I kind of felt overwhelmed every time there's a word that is like so long and seems so complicated to pronounce. But now I don't feel as intimidated anymore. I feel like now like all the German sounds are more familiar in general because I didn't really have any German sounds in my life before. I asked you guys on Instagram to send me some of your favorite German content and I got so many amazing answers. Thank you guys so much for sending me this. I just wanted to share the answers I got and I hope these answers are helpful for you if you are learning German too. Another thing I really want to tell my past self is don't worry about grammar from the beginning and don't be afraid to use Google Translate. So instead of going through like grammar book, I started to write down sentences that I want to say. It's kind of like a journal and I translated them using Google Translate. As you write more sentences, you will probably recognize some patterns in grammar, and that's when I opened my grammar book to learn the specific grammar rule that is related to the sentence. And this is definitely so much more efficient and more fun than just going over grammar book from page 1. On top of Google Translate, I used this online translator. One of the Lingoda teachers actually recommended me to use this, and I really like this website because it has so many realistic examples instead of those really complicated example sentences or the ones that are like too unrealistic to use on daily basis. I am really glad that I decided to make this video even though I'm like really tired and sleepy right now. Don't forget to sign up with Lingoda with my discount code from the description below. Thank you guys so much for watching this video and I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye!